It's just a plastic tower labeled popcorn. What the fuck am I saying? Under the green tea hoodie lies great secrets. What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
I mean, I have to make that reference because it's in a box, you know. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's a realistic TV from the 80s. Rather yet, it's one of these shit little black and white TVs from the 2000s. Where you just rip them apart with your bare hands. I said you can rip them apart with your bare hands. Pertains nothing at all to what we're about to do, but open up, you motherfucking piece of Chinese plastic. Come on. That thing does not matter at all. Be gone. Be gone, thought. So, let's open the box and hope it's not a severed head or anything. I'll reassure you it's not. Okay, so it's all this fancy little box thing that weighs 1 million pounds. Micro TV, look at that. I mean, if you're paying $229 in the 60s or something like that, which is like 2,000 in today's money, something like that, they're clearly paying for the quality here. Random firewire cable for my iPod. Oh, I hit that TV again. Little fancy handle. Little fancy Sony embedded little logo emblem thing. Okay, let's open up the box now. Oh, fucking hell. Push this, and it opens. Oh yeah, and these are all the shitty capacitors. Japanese capacitors. I praise the Japanese, damn it. I praise the Japanese. Damn it. These is, yeah, these Ella, you know. These little fuckers go bad in these. And it's a whole shit show where you have to do everything. Like every single cap in here. There's certain caps I haven't even touched yet. Certain caps, basically, all the ones on the circuit board. Yeah. I kept them because I'm a weirdo who likes to hoard, so yeah. And we got some documentation. Look, we even got the rare fugly cord. Look at that. That ain't no AC adapter. Sony. They want you to know what this fucking Sony cord, so they put their name on both sides. Sony. Oh, and did I mention it's a Sony? Oh yeah, and then we got the documentation. Oh yeah, here's the schematic. I printed that out. I can barely read a schematic. I will assure you. I can't get the basics of it. The actual CRT itself. And that's everything that makes a micro TV work, essentially. It's a 503W. And actually, this isn't a fully solid state set. It actually has 3 little vacuum bulbs in it. But I guess you can also include the CRT, but yeah, no. Anyways. And we got the other documentation. Make sure there's no other bags of old capacitors. Good, okay. So we got natural little paper card that would have been attached to this. Have a look at that. For the best reception, fine tuning control, channel selector for channels 7 to 13. It is recommended shortening 3 or 4 sections. Shortening. Probably needs the antenna. 4 receptions of channel 2 to 6. Pull the built-in telescopic antenna out to its full length. Oh, yeah, I see. Short boy, long boy, short boy, yeah. Sony Corp, Tokyo, Japan. This is getting very uncomfortable. Caution, Sony Micro TV Model 50303W is operated only with American TV standards and with power supply of AC 117 volts or 12 volt battery. When the set is operated with the 12 volt car or boat, oh man, I can use this on my fucking yacht. That's great. Battery. Please use Sony car accessories optional. Period. Wrong connection of battery cord will damage the set and thereby void the warranty. So basically, your stupidity will void the warranty. Got it. Okay. Please observe your local traffic laws concerning operation of a TV sets in a car. Yeah, I wanna drive my boat as I watch my fucking Forrest Gump on VHS. That sounds really appealing. This is a whole other manual for another model of Sony. Push the little buttons in the bottom. It's actually pretty neat. Ooh. It's kind of bended in and I don't want to fold it out. Oh god, this page. Oh, whoa. That's actually pretty cool. And this thing's like 58 or more. Even came with spare fuses. Look, it has a semi-normal cord. Semi. Yeah, it's one of those 2 prongs. Why don't we get this stupid ass cord with this one? I like these more simplistic designs like this one down here. This doesn't really go along with what we're looking at. Oh god, how do I close this? Up it. There we go. TV 8301. There's instruction manual. Tokyo Sony Corporation, Japan, printed in Japan. Oh, that's great. Okay. This thing is a fucking tank. Fancy little case aside. Oh, this little fucker down here. That's the shit that breaks the little logo in front of it. Had to glue it back on. Keep all your severed heads in this box. Anyways, get a load of her. That's the logo that breaks off. These little knobs. Plastic safety. It's not a safety glass, it's more of a safety plastic in my opinion. Switch. Your foot stand, it's basically an iMac. I need to stop putting this down. Oh, look at this actual tripod. Oh yeah, and then we got its antenna. It's broken right there. It's typical. See how long this is. I never extended that out actually. It's pretty long. Long antennas aside. thing has a full metal construction. It's not one of those cheap Chinese sets. There's a little feet at the bottom. You got all your controls, pots on the side, headphone. Take one of those adapters and plug it in and watch your plug and play game consoles. I don't know. There's your freakish power cord thing. Shit, this is metal, I think. And yeah. Shit, that's heavy compared to your average plastic shit thing. I still can't get this open. How about we plug her in? I totally don't know the end result of this or anything. Okay. Watch this thing magically turn on. Suddenly. If so, that would make great content. Okay, here we go. Is she gonna dance for us, or is she gonna lay face down on the floor, panting about life? I hear something. The horizontal. Okay, of course I already know this thing doesn't do jack. And that goes to prove my point. Changing the shitty ass capacitors just in general in any device, it doesn't always solve the issue. And to those people who always say it's probably capacitors, think again. I'm lucky I didn't pay those stupid prices on eBay for one of these. I mean, I still can't complain. Would have been cool if it did something. Probably damaging it more just by playing with it. Whee! Back in the day, this was essentially a Watchman of the 60s. And here's an actual Watchman with one of my RCA mods. God, I hate taking this thing off. Oh god, okay, okay, oh, okay, there we go. See all my nonsense. Did a whole thing on this one. That one worked out well. Surprisingly, I filmed it. I cared enough to go through the hell of filming it. She works still. I haven't done anything with her since, yeah, since that thing. Her USB, it's gold plated. We don't cheap out on shit here. We really don't cheap out on shit. Here's the Sony micro TV next to one of those El Cheapo 80s TVs. It's not plugged in. This one works. Of course it works. It's 80s. Anything from the 80s just works. Give it another 30 years and I bet this thing will be dead. This one has a composite mod on it. I'm not going to composite mod this one over here. I want her to stay virgin, minus the capacitors and whatever else needs to be worked on. This thing's been molested. Apparently this thing came from a flea market back in the day. I don't know where the little thing went. Yeah, here's my clean little, oh god. Yeah, it's fixed, it's fine. To be honest, I do like this little TV, but it does have some issues. But looking at this thing compared to that thing, it's like this thing's a fucking dumpster fire compared to this sexy Japanese. You can break a fucking window. If you're in a house fire, just grab one of these fuckers and just toss it out the window. Or punish little Timmy with one of these. Don't get a belt, just use the TV. What the fuck am I saying? You know what, for shits and giggles, let's just open it. I don't think there's anything dangerous. Well, of course I already opened it, but you know, since I don't even know if that fly back in there is kicking. I mean, we could stick a screwdriver in there and just see if it works, but I'm not taking any chances now. Like, I'm even wearing the hoodie, isn't that great? It's like I'm the mascot or something. So, break out the cheap Harbor Freight screwdriver set with cassette belt shit, as I like to call it. Let's crack this bitch open. Get out your patented orange shit cloth. Shit. I wonder if that thing is heavier, and it's probably heavier than the actual Macintosh over there on the desk. This thing is probably a mixture of cassette shit, dust, dirt, toothpaste. Oh wait, no, that's thermal grease from that TV I ripped apart. Here we go. Okay. So it's a pretty simple process here. You take your flathead screwdriver here. Oh wait, it's actually flat. Oh shit, that defeats the joke. You take a flathead screwdriver here. Undo this tap screw. I don't feel like getting out this screw. Then you take out this side screw. Correction, get out the right size. Gently flip it over. Gently flip it over. Gently flip it over. Gently flip it over. And you flip it around. And whoop-de-doo, there's more on the desk. Where Apple's like, hey, you can't upgrade your Pro machine because we say so, we're Apple. Yeah, that's exactly what they say. With their tablet on a stand computers, essentially. Apple take pride in doing that. Oh god, that was a shit joke. Okay. Shit, open up. Open up. Open up. I don't want to sit it on its face, I guess. Well, I mean, it's on a cloth. We're doing it for the name of entertainment and curiosity. Eventually, the weight of the actual thing will just pull it off. We got her. Oop. We're in. This thing looks like a fucking mouse trap on the back when you take it apart. Look at that. This thing is over-engineered. I like to mess with this thing. Shit. Got your deflection on the top here. Behind this little felt cloth thing. What else? You got your high quality, high dynamic speaker. And you got your fuse transformer of some kind. Your teeny tiny little CRT. It's a little cap. And we got another board at the bottom for handling the tuner. All those little germanium transistors. I'm pretty sure it has to do with something on the top of the board. Or I highly doubt something on this side, like on these capacitors, or this, what is it? Selenium diode transistor, not transistor. Rectifier, selenium rectifier. Is that what that? No. I'm trying to figure that shit out. Then you actually got the tuner here. I wonder if it'll make a difference if I swap out these capacitors and that thing that I cannot pronounce or remember what the hell it is. Let's see. And yeah, that's basically the TV. It doesn't work. It just looks pretty impressive from a modern day standpoint of construction, where everything is a piece of crap and made to be replaced in about 5 years or some shit. Sony. Oh, and did I mention it's a Sony?